Hello.
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to scare you. Hello.
You're okay.
Ow, ow.
I'm taller than you crouching. It's hilarious.
Shut up. I'm just small. I can't help it. I'm little.
You're like the TARDIS. I'm glad you got that.
Get them guts.
Also, am I tiptoeing?
Oh. No. No, you're not.
Also, your annual reminder. As a department head, you can look at the traits.
Oh, right.
You can be like faster if you want.
I always forget that.
I put jump height and speed. There's a lot of traits, but just the augmenting speed ones or traits ones is probably the best because I don't think you need teleport. Want to see how high I can jump?
Sure. Wow, that's really high. That's a concerning amount of high. Got hops.
You could go speed 3, jump 3, but I would have to stop and then jump and then move the way his thing works, and that'd be annoying. So I went down the speed.
I will. My violence. My violent arc.
Violence.
Violence. You ready?
Violent orc?
Yeah. I'm rough and tough.
Oh. You have to be. Take what you take. Sorry, it's just coming. It's just really funny. Hey. I always feel like you're this way, but you're this way.
Normally you just think I'm whatever way is not the way that I actually am. Or you have no idea that I'm behind you.
I'm blaming your vampirism.
I don't think that that's it.
I'm still blaming it.
I know. Look, I'd really rather not have Maddie show up at work.
Oh, very good. If Maddie shows up at work, that's on her.
At least have the.
Yes, I do. I fucking think it is.
That's on her, though.
But it wasn't
It's not your fault.
Oh, this is exactly how it
No,
is.
It is though.
She's a small
I
ghost.
don't know.
They're gonna talk loud.
Ember Horn.
Ember Horn.
I think at that point,
Oh.
you probably know more about the dark.
You know, races.
I'm sorry, what?
Well, I'm by myself. I got
At least from what's been on my
Rapid education.
Amari.
It's been a pretty radical education.
Yeah.
Sorry, I wasn't
I mean,
listening.
you are gonna
Amari.
or no at some point. As I said.
Oh, do they not? I thought I...
Probably better to do it sooner than later before you
I
get into
noticed
the...
by now.
I figured it out.
It's
Yeah, I
interesting noting how
See?
much more
See if I
similar
get it
things
out.
are than
Only
different.
kind of
Just,
because of the proximity.
individual cares and quirks and
I hope so.
allergies.
Also the voice.
Well, yes, and I
And
have the
mannerisms.
outfit. I was trying to make it look like my case.
But also, I will
I
say,
can actually
It-
use proper
it-
fabrication
it's similar.
magic myself.
if you do meet our guild mistress, be careful she screams.
Wonderful, darling.
Really.
It looks great on you. Damn bad that you great
A slight amount of
She's a banshee.
context to that.
She's a
for me.
banshee.
Everyone is looking a bit different now.
Well, that reminds me, I do need to make a
Okay,
ball
when you say
gown
this,
for
are you saying
Halloween.
that basically this is some sort of... Can you give me some context here? That'd help me out a little.
Basically,
That's
whenever-
Strong.
if you was to say it, you can. If you
The
don't want to.
banshee is
I
a type
think
of
he's-
malevolent spirit that projects a
I'm
fear
fine.
or life-draining scream.
Very good to hear, darling. I myself am doing a lot better now that my manner is in a secure place and I have company for change.
I'm on a bit of a Mexican practice guild and
Much
one of the
as
mercenaries.
I like my zero sound, it gets kind of annoying when you can be near no one.
unless we go out and do.
I can imagine that.
A portal
Hasn't been a
People
problem for
looking
me.
for jobs here.
and a egg-shaped
Is that not the
man
same?
come through in a egg-shaped hovercraft.
Which,
Really?
you know, humans are very fond
That honestly doesn't even register in the top 10 greatest
Technically,
things in the past 10 months.
Technically, if he joins
Sounds like a them problem.
security, that would just be adding to our security.
It is a big problem, but there's nothing I can do about it.
Judging by the army,
Legal.
It's
I did.
Well, you see, supposedly,
is that
according to
you?
him, he is a mechanized, and he was here looking for
My,
work as
my
a
name is
leader.
Amari.
human-esque looking guy.
Guild was
What's
wearing
a mech?
some sort of.
Skin on his
That's what I don't know. Well,
Cowboy hat.
No, yeah, I can show you if you like.
Hmm.
Here, no, here, hold on. Hold the screen up.
Nice to meet you.
Yeah, so this basically is a database of potential clients.
by the
Your
way,
organization, someone registered it
You
here,
want some cookies?
and basically I came out to go and see if anyone was actually interested to go and make a first introduction. However, I'm being told that this is generally not an organization that we're looking to hire
if you
mercenary
ever come over
work
to
in general, let alone
my place again, I will
pilots
at least
specifically.
try to make some cookies that are more suited to your taste.
Most of us love
Because you did come over before, okay?
So I am
They've been working
as
on
I
trying to
speak
make
people.
something.
Look, it's a charming group.
Generally.
Marion.
Let me help you.
Not expecting
But-
to come out of this
Let me
whole
make
thing
some
with
more things
contract
to help
negotiations.
fit his
The
taste.
cookies are nice though.
Well, I guess
Okay, you can help me.
because the guild mistress has said that
Come with
there
me.
may be times where we are forced to go out and get some things. And those would be on the dangerous side.
I thought we should explain at least some of the details.
Probably.
Them. So I thought you should be here. You know.
Oh, yeah.
Actually, thinking about it, how much details? A lot or a little bit?
That's up to
Uh,
you.
it
This
really-
is more your business than mine. I'm just here to
Ugh.
help. I'm an accomplice.
That's certainly true, though, especially since what you did.
Yeah. It wasn't that bad. To be fair.
Technically
it's-
assault.
No. Only technically.
So the codification of the codification of the law, of the Thorn Dwell laws, it is technically assault to target someone with offensive magic.
It's not offensive.
I'm proud of you.
It can't hurt someone.
Offensive is a magic that. Offensive magic is dictated as a set of magic spells or incantations that can alter the state of a person's being for the negative or the positive without their consent.
It's also
It's
technically
kinda
not
my job.
magic.
I think you probably deserve more to know more than us. So, actually,
I mean,
should we go further out?
Probably.
We should probably go further out. Yeah, let's go further out.
Alright.
You can talk. You can walk and talk.
Some people have good ears.
I'm not gonna lie. I was a bit confused after you disappeared, and how the building we were living in was the epicenter.
Shattered.
Yeah.
How do I say this? I was comatose for a week, so
Okay. Yeah. I didn't have a fun time in the streets. Not neither Elvin
I'm
nor
sorry about that.
Orcish, and I don't own shoes.
Oh God, that'd be horrible. I'm so sorry.
Yeah. I was sliding
Your
shards of
college.
glass out of my feet for weeks. I think there's still a few in there.
You should get looked at. That's really bad.
That is.
I mean, some of them are micro shards. I can't really get those out.
That's why you go to a medical professional.
Doctor.
Do you need me to bring Ivanka here? I will.
There's no need.
There is need if you don't intend to actually go somewhere to get it treated.
It doesn't hurt. I mean,
So, you know what happens when glass is in you?
no.
So either the good thing is that it becomes inert because your body actually creates like a scar tissue around it, which by the way, scar tissue doesn't heal and is less affected than normal tissue, so technically your skin is weaker now. If it's injuries in your foot, it probably would be harder hit on you. Second,
I mean, it's
if
been like
not
that for
benign,
ages.
if it's not benign, the
Infections.
the infections, the pieces of glass might break the scar tissue and enter your bloodstream, which means you have glass in your blood.
Mm-hmm.
Fair. I got out what I could.
Do you
I thought it
want
was
me to
fine.
get
You did.
Ivanka? She's very good at what she does.
Or you can just get a normal doctor.
Or just a normal doctor. Ivanka is just the option if you don't go to a doctor. Because I will.
And if you
Have to.
And you get paid, so you can afford a doctor. We have medical.
We do.
Fair enough. I'll look into it. I was out for the last 2 weeks, roughly, so...
How was the 14th for you?
Huh?
How was the 14th?
I don't remember it, as per, but... I think Ivanka was there.
Okay. Probably should go on that rock. She's down on the tower. Yeah. Why are you going there now?
I mean, might as well find a place to stay and get cozy, right?
Oh, it's gonna be relatively quick.
I mean, that's fine. I probably won't. It doesn't really matter. But... what happened? I haven't seen you in, what, a month?
Well, that's mostly because you've been MIA. I've been talking in the IC comms and generally, I just didn't directly message you, mainly because my phone was fried. Really hard to remember phone numbers.
Yeah. The only reason why, I mean, I was only, what, a mile and a half away?
Okay.
A little less effective. Also, if you're underground, it would have been a lot less.
Yeah, the phone still worked, but networks were out for a while.
They're getting there now. A little spotty.
Slowly.
Only for...
Slowly.
Obviously, don't tell anybody else this. We're planning to last time we talked about this with Mona. We're planning on talking about it directly with everyone else after the department head meeting.
Mm-hmm. Members, at least.
Members, obviously full members. I gave Mona sushi.
Sushi.
I talked to
Okay.
Thorgar and I learned how to make ghost food, which is why back when you were living with us, you noticed me doing all the cooking constantly. It was me testing this out, and I managed to make, for lack of a better term, ghost sushi. It's sushi. I don't think you care about the specifics of the planar binding, but
Nah, I don't really care about that. I just know that it's sushi that she can eat, so.
Sushi was the one thing that she wanted when it came to food. When she was living, it was her favorite food when she was alive. I probably should have known this. Frankly, I was more or less just trying to do a nice thing for her friend. But the emotions overwhelmed her. And
so, okay, that's the power of her scream then?
Yep.
Yeah.
Wow. I'm surprised you're still alive. Good job on that.
Mostly because I'm trying to do that. Also, mana. Also, I was comatose for a week.
Hey, you still live
Also
though.
this.
I thought
Yeah,
that was just
that's-
part of your disguise.
It's not.
Technically,
just
it's
a part
moved.
of it.
My normal. Yeah, technically it's moved. My normal hair has the streak in the middle.
He asked me to keep it.
Yes. I wear my scars.
I know.
Very orcish of you.
Why all your scars are the
Noted.
same too.
Sorry, what?
That's why all your scars are the same.
This one's still pissed off. But that's a later story. That's essentially it. Well, I was able to keep conscious for about an hour or two. After that, I managed to gather as much as I think of at the time. I missed one thing, which was an issue, but I managed to gather all the stuff I could because I knew that people were going to be at the apartment at some point.
Did you get my
very
stuff?
soon? Yes.
Good.
I took all the stuff I can, and I went to Mona's place. Thankfully, since I have the anchor, the finger of Mona, he was able to keep around me because she can be around her own body. So it was relatively easy to stay hidden and make my way out of the city towards Mona's manor. After everything calmed down, I'm assuming the adrenaline went away, I kind of just passed out for about a week. Do you want to talk about your part?
Sure. I am not making it super telling everybody, I guess. But when I said for people to not look into where Eyes was, it's because I messed up.
Oh, what happened?
The people at the apartment, that they weren't just emergency responders or police like I thought. Some of them were enforcers. and they know what I look like, and that I'm connected.
Yeah.
I
You
think
said
you mentioned one time what they were, or what.
they exist, and I didn't go for him, technically, which is actually a mistake on my part, but mostly because God was behind me.
Turns out, no, not
Well, what's what happens when you
for-
have a. That's what happens when you have an incredibly powerful spirit scream and cause technically a terrorist event.
I have
I
a
didn't expect that,
technically
so.
terrorist boyfriend.
Well, we have a technically terrorist guild mistress as well.
Uh-huh.
Well, she's
Yep.
technically the bomb, not the terrorist.
Yeah.
Well, this is true. Can't believe you set off a bomb in your apartment, Eyes.
Wow.
He sets off plenty of bombs in mine.
I'm well aware.
No, you're not. I ask you to leave the apartment every time that happens.
Oh, but you mean to tell me that every time I leave the apartment, you guys don't do it?
I didn't say that.
I guess it.
But regardless,
Either way.
to continue the story. After a week, I showed up back anymore. He explained the situation, what happened. That led to us doing this, which is illusion, by the way. Finley is pretty good at it.
It's
this is
more
technically
taxing than I
security.
expected, though.
We have people approaching.
I got it.
It's been interesting living with Echo full time.
Well, yeah. Also, since you're a part of security, this is pertinent to you. Because of another particular fuck up from one of our own guildmates. Someone, I forgot his K. Remember Artemis now, the one in the drones.
Yeah. What about them?
They decided to try to ping my phone in the middle of all this, which was obviously tapped. They knew it was my apartment, and they knew that was the epicenter.
Mm-hmm.
So they kind of got backtracked a little bit, and then they had to like quickly clean up their own mess. But the information that they got was Sphere, North Sphere, which is where Artemis apparently lives. So, yeah.
Okay. So.
Second,
Alright.
I forgot about my suit.
Yep. Which is why I'm not advertising right
In
now.
the
Which is frustrating because I was really close.
I'm sorry.
The posters were so close to done.
Okay.
The suit has the symbol on the back. That's why.
Okay.
They probably don't know what that symbol is, but they know it exists now.
Yet.
Well, we're definitely. Yeah, this is looking like something that's gonna eventually blow back up on us at some point or another. It means I gotta get back into full condition if I can actually help you guys out.
Second, I talked to Elise. At least on the cyber security front, she is in charge of, and she has assured me that she has that protected. Because, frankly, as efficient and effective as the enforcers are, they're not particularly technologically focused. They're more magically focused.
Yeah.
My fucking leg.
I mean, still, it's either it's a matter of time, though.
Yes, it's a matter of time before someone fucks up. The people that you do need to focus on, in this particular regard, and I mean this specifically, is the spirits.
Noted.
There we go.
Make sure they don't get into trouble then.
That was the strap.
One of.
It was the strap. It popped off.
They would have a more inclination towards that.
Put a little too much tension on it.
Of members.
It just snapped right open.
Yeah.
It was popping off.
Focused.
It hurted.
Yeah. That makes me
Because
feel a little better.
the controller hit my leg and the snap back.
Shinobu. But yeah, it's gonna have to become a regular thing now, I guess. I really gotta get my head fixed so I can actually do my job properly. At this point, it's you guys run, I'll fucking hold them off.
I'm sorry.
And then get my shit kicked in.
With you particularly, your speed would be your asset of that. Specifically.
This is true, but
most of the. I understand. Most, if not all, the forces are orcs. Orcs are more specifically trained to fight the supernatural. You're technically not the supernatural. You're more just magic.
I've got one whole spell in me eyes.
Oh yeah, I'm glad you list one whole spell. Good job. The first spell is always the hardest. It gets progressively easier.
Well, if I had my sword, it could help me a little bit. I got more in that, but
yeah, I know.
Not yet. Not yet. I'm starting to miss it though. Been a few months now.
You did get that on the way out, right?
I'm sorry, what?
You did get that on the way out?
Yes, I got it.
Okay.
It wasn't at the apartment, so yes.
Oh. I don't know where it is. I'm just making sure.
See,
Has it been
when you have someone
at
who...
least?
I moved it since doing that. Before I
has
met
it been
you
cleaned
a week over.
Or managed?
Yes, I know how to keep swords.
Thank you.
Cleaned, oiled, polished, and went away from the sun.
Thanks. Oh, did Echo tell you that we may or may not have figured out a way to sleep together?
Sleep together or sleep together?
Congratulations.
Like next to each other,
Okay.
or like holding each other. Not actually that. We couldn't get anywhere near that if we tried. But apparently there's some weird fucking rune on my hand. Lights up every time he touches me.
Is it visible?
It won't light up right now.
Is it still
You
in
see,
your hand?
you unless you can flash it with magic, it is not visible to you.
Do you mind?
Sure.
He pumps a little mana into your hand.
You'll see a pale red circular rune on the back of her hand. And you'll feel a little bit of your energy get drained, just slightly.
Finley, do you have a drawing utensil, like a thing to write something down?
Bold of you to assume I don't always have that.
I have to ask just in case. I'm not gonna assume something. Not as bad as Mona. Thank you.
That's a low insult. Come on.
I see it as a compliment. He likes Mona and he likes me.
Let me do this again. I do like Mona.
He just likes me in different ways.
More than normal. So it lasts long enough so you can actually do it like a resting.
You'll feel the same effect.
Actually,
a bit.
Yeah, actually. Or do like a very rough sketch of it and go, Finley, can you come over here? I'm Arian.
kind of get used to it. But
I should probably know
I
your
do too.
names that you're using right now.
Emberhorn and Marion.
Emberhorn and Mario. Okay.
Alright, here's the tablet. There you go. I'm gonna pump it with mana. You draw it, please. Pump mana. Let me know when you're done.
I think that's it.
You will feel pretty drained after that, by the way. Do you know anything about these things? Because apparently Echo said I was gone for 2 weeks and all of a sudden I have this shit on my hand. I never noticed it before.
I know a little bit of rune work, not a lot, but I can look into it. You can also go to the aquarium and look into it also. I can also find someone who's actually a rune carver. Rune carver, there you go.
Okay.
Good night!
You good?
And funny. Let's go. We
Something
can
up?
go back down now unless you have something else.
I've got nothing else.
Mana. It costs a lot of mana to do that.
Thanks for telling me, though.
Obviously, don't keep it to yourself. But yeah.
I don't really have anyone to talk to outside of Echo about it, so I guess you're in luck.
Echo has been pretty back burner about it. Doesn't seem to want to really be a part of it that much.
Well, it kind of involves me, given that there is probably still surviving footage of me going to that apartment. At least at the very least, I was common in that building.
There should probably be surviving footage of both you and Jaden.
All the servers fried.
It depends if they had a cloud set up.
Yeah, there's also remote servers that could have been outside the city.
Or if they're really, really dated, they could have still been saving their stuff to CDs.
On tapes? Oh my god. I hope not.
It's possible.
It's possible.
It's not out of. It's not out of the realm
We're
of
gonna have.
possibility.
I'm gonna have to look into that.
Yeah. Do you want help?
Yes, because I need disguises, and you have better disguises than I can do.
Oh yeah, I'm sure a toupee and a fancy mustache will do you just fine.
Honestly,
they won't tell a thing. I can make you something other than an orc.
Oh god, I'm gonna have to be an elf.
Yeah.
Oh.
I can make you into an elf.
That'd be interesting.
And there are tall elves. They're just not usually that tall.
Yeah.
Well, you're just special. Congrats. You're a special elf.
Better you're a half elf.
1/5 orc. 1/5 orc.
Yeah.
Elf.
Or you could say you're 1/5 something else. Tall. Goliaths. Because you probably don't want to have any connection to orc since they get weird.
Don't utter the words Oni around me. If I get called an Oni one more time, I'm gonna lose my ever-living shit.
You have a tail. Onis don't have tails.
I know! But it doesn't make me immune from getting called an Oni.
Also, Onis are normally
I'm immune for mine over here to be called a goblin, even though they're not.
I get that too, because I'm green.
I'm not that short. I'm not.
You're fun-sized.
That is certainly true. He is fun sized. I have a lot of fun with his size.
It's the fact that I'm just barely over his dick. That's my fucking problem. I'm so close. It's
You want to be shorter?
no, I don't want to be shorter. But it's always an eye line, so how am I not supposed to be horny?
Wait. That's the problem?
Yes.
I mean, I guess that would make sense
If I am behind him, I'm constantly seeing ass. If I'm in front of him, it's a problem.
I mean, is there spells to swap heights with someone so you can at least try to swap it around with me?
No. Where
There is enlarge.
Shucks.
where are you going?
There is enlarge. I don't know. I'm walking around. There's enlarge that you can learn from Wolfram. Or reduce.
It would be interesting to swap places. You could be the tiny person for a bit. How would that make you feel?
I could. You know,
Weird.
it'll make
I
me
don't know
feel
if you know
taken
how to
care of
process
with
it.
someone I care about.
I could give you cuddles.
You need to be
I
the
can
little
be
spoon.
The small spoon.
Yeah, instead of a
And not feel
jetpack.
like I'm wearing a backpack.
I voted myself off that particular island.
It just has a different effect when you say it.
It is for young men
Come
where
here.
I'm from. I was supposed to be
I'm sorry about that. You deserve a reward.
beautiful child for my mother to dote on and then marry. My sisters were, of course, all in military or political aspirations or business aspirations. Yeah, I was meant to be seen and beautiful and not heard, and I then grew up looking like all of my sisters.
Purple eyes like mine are valued in my culture.
Ah.
Listen, that's what you get with VR chat shipping RP, okay?
Is there an
Most
issue?
eligible bachelor.
I grew up in impoverished. I was expecting to die impoverished. So.
There were a
What's a
few
lot to take
offers
in?
for me before I got examined.
I was getting
I'm gonna do something really funny.
understanding the stratum of society. Oh,
What?
Margarita, your jeans
How
would be
dare
so
you.
perfect for my
This is a
diameter.
crime.
His manner was more delicate.
Is there
What are you gonna do
an
about
issue?
it?
He's sleeping as
I get the feeling that
See, I don't want to actually take away your consent here. Otherwise, I'll just pick you up.
They don't hate anyone for being different, however, the social acclimatization would be a little challenging for you, I suspect.
It's just like
Oh.
one on top of the other makes it even more greater.
God is here before
Well, I mean, generally speaking, almost everyone in the military is female. Number one. Almost every
There you go.
officer is female. Absolutely guaranteed. They have a very small military and are one of the highest employers of mercenaries. So, yeah. Yeah. It was only like within the last 100 years that men were allowed to start owning businesses and to have political positions.
Yeah.
I gotta think about the flamethrowers in your military.
Have you always been this short?
The mechs do. Plasma throwers.
Oh, infantry.
Say we were all
Well, you can, but usually it's used to overheat other
for
mechs.
being Such a loyal.
I'm assuming you know what mech is.
Also, you're doing some incredible yoga with your leg right now, sir. That's impressive.
They're in some books. I've read sci-fi before. Think I haven't? Think I've never read
Oh
sci-fi?
no, I'm aware.
Just because I
Have
don't
you
play
read any
video games.
sci-fi?
No. Well, once.
Yeah, I'm not gonna complain anymore. I feel like
I wrote one about aliens.
How was that?
We make kibs.
Ooh. What type of aliens?
I did the
No,
what do
traumatizing,
they
no, just more
call them
appreciating
specifically?
things more for what they were and taking
Right.
particular biases off. It's always
It's
been-
Grace something.
Think about a game.
No.
Grayskins?
No, the type of alien. They're
The Greys.
tall,
Oh, the Greys.
tall,
Yeah,
big
the
eyes.
Greys. No eyes.
Yeah,
No
yeah.
eyes. Yeah.
No, they have eyes.
The Greys.
They have big eyes.
That is not gonna rate on my trauma.
Yeah, they're called the Greys.
Yeah, I did that.
Oh. Did you do an abduction story where it turned out to be like consensual?
Yes.
And became like a love story for the ages?
Yes. You know me so well.
I thought so. I'll be more surprised if you played it straight.
I mean, that usually is the contract. If you jump
Me?
from
Straight?
orbit into someone's life and then hoping the boosters hold you when you land.
Nah, never. You always zigzag. You never walk in straight lines.
I don't think I can even look straight. My eyes go in two different directions.
They're essentially a gigantic battle buddy. They follow you around, they do terrain scans, they let you know if there's any enemies ahead of you. They also provide...
Fucking Darling. It's fucking Darling. This is the first time I get to see Darling in VR. Oh my god.
Typically, we would be the front end of things. We would be dropping in first. So, usually myself, 3 other mech pilots. That would be our Lance. And we tend to run a bit heavy, so usually between 55 to 75 tons each. We'd go in and proceed to just get whatever happens and get out. If there's any immediate resistance, eliminate it, and then back out as quickly as possible. Ideally, we drop within an hour, we're gone within 4 hours, and we make our exfil site.
Yep.
Oh,
For me, it's a squad of Titan pilots that dropped in using drop pods. Then the Titans are sent in later once you find a point to where they can land.
I understood your sentiment.
Then they do terrain scans, get a general layout of the place. They gather the intel for you.
See, I do want to let... I actually do want to let you get to be the small spoon, because this is very nice.
Dropship pilots would provide that for us, so we would have at least a fight.
So one of us needs to learn both
Wolfram Bud.
the reduce and the enlarge spell.
Can you learn spells?
It's hard. It's really hard. Because how I learn spells is really different.
How about this? I learn, and then I teach you, and I can be a tutor. I can come up with a very nice reward scheme.
The 6-4 was a pain in the ass to be recruit for as well.
Okay. And then?
A big part of what we do, we actually have one of our mech is a dedicated electronic warfare unit, so it's running a lot of countermeasures and things to sort of keep us...
I also need to learn the other spell from Kisei.
Because from my perspective, if they can't see us, they can't shoot us with things over the horizon.
Wait, do you know about that spell?
Make things up close and personal, and then
Maybe. I tell you. She found a spell that allows her to share. Oh yeah, you were there.
Oh
you
yeah, I was there for
to do
that.
To Echo. Yeah.
I was telling her not to abuse Echo.
Yeah.
Like, do it.
Well, she can eat her own food now.
Yeah.
I'll tell you what.
Which I wonder why she has a dragon tails. My question.
It's all straight up armor
Fun.
and internal and external based armor.
If I could have a tail, I would.
One particle
Oh wait,
projectile
I
cannon,
can.
medium range lasers, and
1 5-ton sword.
Oh man, we have one
I think I've almost figured out one. Almost.
Almost.
Goddamn terrified. Because it can
I've got rat down.
disappear on the spot
Bird.
and reappear in a completely different spot.
Wolf.
Little cat.
Drop the sword and
I don't think I can turn into a cat.
beam of plasma in front of it. It's terrifying.
Nothing like
I'm very good at petting
Got
cats.
his mechs that are set up with jump jets, so usually it's about 100 meters or so. Mind you, we've more than perfected the art of
We're good at petting me.
the so-called Highlander burial, which is usually when a smaller mech winds up under the larger mech when you jump on top of it.
Oh fuck, that would look cool and be terrifying at the same time.
I've got a bit of a reputation. Yeah.
Understood. think you and I will get along fine. Nice to meet you.
really hard to
Keep saying on your.
It is.
Commander James Darling.
Nice to meet you, Quentin.
This is actually a great day apparently of
Oh boy, today is going to be PTSD and war veterans talk about their past.
much better.
I know, this is what happens. You get a bunch of soldiers in one place. Yeah, hold on. Maybe we should make this a little bit more accessible to everyone else around the fire. We can go back to the sex and drugs. It's easier. That one I know familiar.
Oh, speaking of which,
See what I mean?
Oh, well, see, there it is. Easy in.
Garden District is the city. I should know I work there.
So when you say the Garden District, is that euphemism for the red light district?
Halloween.
Not exactly. It's very upscale, you know, casinos, strip clubs.
Are they looking for the whales
Who are coming in and like dropping all of the bills? Yeah, you got it. Yeah.
I was just thinking about there was
said,
Very, very good bars and restaurants.
Ah.
I know there's a city that has one. I just can't remember the name off the top of my head.
Oh.
Celebration.
Yeah, they won't join you.
You know where they are, those casinos? See it, Keith? It's about 2 blocks. It's about 2 blocks north of the Lotus.
2 blocks north of the Lotus. Alright, what was the name of it?
I expect
Crimson Moon. That's where I work.
I think it's Aurora City that does have a red light district, Jaden?
I was actually told of that.
Yeah, that one,
Aurora City.
Aurora City does have a red light district.
I know, because apparently the advertiser works.
Oh,
Full-blown red light district.
are you gonna go?
Brothels, drugs.
I've been asked several times. I don't know how I feel about it yet.
I'll go with you.
But if you want, I can go with you. Yeah. I don't want people to be weird.
I think they'll probably be weird.
Kind of nice. It's nostalgic.
You are.
Now I think it's taller than normal.
I'm wet. Don't worry.
A little bit of a dive bar.
When we say a little bit of a dive bar, is this
Words
dive
can't
bar in the
describe
sense of
how
this is gonna
attractive
be
you are.
extremely eclectic and only the locals can touch it, or dive bar in the sense of I'm not getting out until I go and buy it, want a drink, or I pick a fight?
I thought you were going to say yours. Somebody agreed.
Well, yes.
Okay, fair enough. Not bad.
That too.
So long as you avoid the scrappers, or have heavy enough weapon to scare them off.
Yeah,
I'm sure there's someone who would be very into me too. But
Yeah.
Oh, no.
they're rare.
Especially if there are other orcs there.
Uh-huh.
Like,
I'm small,
year you were,
but still orky enough for the orc fun.
finally unlocked it.
Small but durable.
It's I think it would basically be like you in a gay bar.
Okay with you bisecting people?
You in a gay orc bar would be funny.
I'd be a lot of attention, probably. If most of them have the same type as you.
And if you show up to where you're going,
Not most, some. It is more common than not.
Do they just hose you down at the door, or is it just business as usual?
Regeneration, similar to
depends on where you're going.
So, I do need
Hazard to believe, but sometimes the gay orcs like they really like mask men.
It would make more sense. To
The bisexual
me.
orc, so that's different.
Ah. That's my target. My target market. My target
Your
audience.
target demographic.
It does make sense, considering you are a bisexual woman.
People get a little bit feisty,
Yes.
huh?
Yeah, plus besides
Yeah, I'm a firm believer in take no shit, so I can understand.
If you were going to, I would want to be somewhat more dressed up.
Well, you can. I don't think I can wear my suit though, sadly.
No,
I don't have it now.
You don't have a suit.
Give you a business card. Shoot me right.
Sad.
I'll join you for a
You
drink
have to get a new suit.
Tonight, however, I think I'm going to call
Something big enough.
Lovely meeting you all.
You could do like the kind of open shirt and then a suit jacket over it, but not closed.
I have a leather jacket if that works.
Ooh, that would do it.
You can just wear a tank top under it.
It would work with your jeans too.
It would. Probably won't want to wear boots though. I like that for some reason.
Probably. You could still wear your sneakers,
I
but
guess.
boots would also be pretty good.
Hmm.
Wait a minute. Hold out of my foot.
Sorry, I'm so much more tired lately.
Bunch of poor
Yeah,
meat.
I know.
Like,
Darling, trust me.
All the
Yeah, I'm sorry.
magics.
and
Does the increased amount of blood not help at all?
It helps.
7:32. Start the coffee maker. Don't start it after 7:32. Here's your crystal wash.
What? Oh. What the fuck?
I think that's the first time I've ever seen Leaky.
You better do that. You better do that, or this is gonna explode.
7:32.
Say hello to our head alchemist.
The where?
He's gone now.
Where do I say hello? The wind?
I was saying because I always
I can say hello to
Whenever
the
you
wind.
smell a concoction,
you and your
whenever you smell a concoction of chemicals that feels like your nose is gonna burn off, say hello to Leaky.
Okay.
Let me get my bag on.
one there, three there.
I don't know if Rowan's coming by. He was grumbling about something when I saw him earlier, and he was not happy.
Most of the time when we're here, all I can smell is you.
What's what happens when you stand on top of me the entire time?
No. Couldn't be. Couldn't do that.
No.
Doesn't make sense.
Okay,
Yeah.
7:32.
No.
You know what?
Because now my apartment smells like...
Yes.
Which I like. I can just swap our pillows every once in a while.
Magic can be temperamental if you're
Hmm.
Then it's like a shared scent. But I can't smell myself.
That makes sense. Usually your body filters out your own scent.
Yeah. Unless I decide randomly I just want to change shampoos and stuff. But I try to keep everything pretty consistent. I've had a same signature scent for a long time.
Mm.
have them affect the people around me, they would have to go this way so that you can. Does that make sense?
I recognize that.
It seems to be more, well, I guess real than joke now.
Well, it is kind of big when you just
more the size of a pipe, so.
That will give the other
Hey, Jaden.
Okay, I guess if it was always real, I just thought it
Jaden's, Jaden's dead, Sedge.
Jaden.
Yeah.
He pays attention to me, not
You
you.
got do you get Kisei's and Wolfram's attention when they're not cuddling over there?
As opposed to us cuddling over here.
Yeah. What can I do for you?
Can you walk over here for a second?
Dia was expecting.
Where are they from? That's what I was doing.
You two, can you help me learn 2 spells so I can teach him? The enlarge and reduce spell and the share tense, whatever spell that you found.
I mean, look at that faded.
Oh, yes.
Look at that faded.
Yeah, of course.
Yes, that should be.
Oh, yeah. We'll come over to your apartment later.
More mana. Wonderful.
All
Well,
right.
you may need to spend at least some time. Well, give us about a week, maybe 2 weeks.
No, we can. We owe them.
Oh, I suppose, but they take their time.
They look good.
We have all the time in the world.
Fuck, he didn't say.
Suppose
boy.
so.
What? What's happening?
At least the first week.
I think we can wait a week.
We can wait a week, it's fine.
Besides.
I don't think we just got our self-service experience.
It gives us time to.
It's fine. I'll figure it out. I'll work it out.
Except we'll get through a lot less sessions
So
than
that
you
you
do.
need.
The notes, and you can start looking at the notes first, and then we can start.
Don't mind this, I think it'll be fine.
What?
I still need to go to the Requarium at some point. I want to learn that fly spell.
No thing.
I was trying to learn fly.
It's a flesh mech.
Well, yes, they would certainly have something like that there. I've not gone into the library
Like,
properly.
actually.
I'm told it's quite big.
It is rather large.
Maybe this week we can actually go.
A place to go visit.
Oh my god, imagine.
Oh, look at that. I'm making plans and actually following through.
Well, we tried last week and
close on
we
us
were
before-
too late. We went to the Lion Fork instead.
Being there for a while.
Oh, I see.
It was fun.
Because everyone is around. It's
There
quite
was
a nice
fake
place,
fire.
Lovely people.
Not this real fire.
I've heard about that. The drunkards.
Fire
You
is
have
fake.
to be quite careful.
And they had
Not all
grog,
lovely.
which you like.
They did have grog. They have grog.
Why the things behind
The meat is better than the grog, just so you know.
Indeed, you can.
Fuck you.
Look, I tried the grog, I like the meat better.
That would take a lot more experimenting, though.
Needs dishwater.
Okay, those are fighting games.
You said fighting words to him.
Hey, I tried it. I didn't like it.
That's fine. You're allowed to be wrong. That is your prerogative.
Well, grog is one of the few things I can taste.
You can taste grog? You can taste grog, but you can't taste anything else?
It's
the amount of alcohol. It's,
Oh. Well, I can't tell.
I know. It's the
I can't tell how much alcohol is in things because I can't taste it.
I can't drink too much of it because of how strong it is.
Yeah, your liver would
I need.
Thank you.
I need to get him the. I need to get him the thunderclap.
Are you sure he can handle that?
This phrase, though, you have made your bed, now sleep in it?
You need to learn. You need to taste the thunderclap.
Is it Dwarven Haymaker? Because I'm pretty sure if
It's stronger than God.
Yes, you better
that
not.
might actually kill me.
I've actually unlocked my mana.
It tastes very good though.
does not happen.
It's an Orcus cocktail.
It will be the best thing you've ever tried because you can try it only once.
If it's stronger than a haymaker, it's going to kill me.
I said grog. I don't know how strong a haymaker is in comparison to grog.
It sounded like you said stronger than God.
The alcohol has failed to burn
Yes. No, I said grog. I said grog. Grog.
So is it what is the equivalent to a dwarven haymaker?
I don't know.
There.
I've had dwarven haymaker.
Sounds
I
like
know it's
you
stronger than
sounds like you have a new thing to try.
You tell me. You've had both.
Make a human lose their entire sense of taste and potentially like feeling in the extremities.
They don't sell it to humans.
Okay, if they don't sell it to humans, it'll probably kill me. Because I had to do some convincing to have them give me a haymaker.
Well, it's not a bad.
Okay.
I had to sign that.
Maybe you water it down a bunch.
Yes, I need him in working condition. No wonder.
Got him.
Do you want it watered down, Thunderclap? That makes me sad.
You say. Okay, introduce you to my favorite drink.
You know what? I'll work on not dying.
It's a blueberry mango, which is.
It is a condition of your species.
I will do some experimentation. I will ask it around and find out if it's stronger than a haymaker, if it's weaker than a haymaker. If it's weaker than a haymaker, I might be able to swing it, but if it's anything close to a haymaker, it's gonna kill me.
Why don't you get a haymaker?
All I know is stronger than God.
Artificial sweetness.
I can get that. I didn't find out where to get it.
Are there not dwarves in the upper city?
There are, but they're rare, and then
So you don't think that
they're the lowest population.
Underground dwarven bar?
I've not quite figured out how to stop
Maybe.
I've never been to a dwarven bar. You can look around if you want.
I went once.
It's I don't know how well they. Well, I know that they don't like me in the upper city.
No. Dwarves and orcs are somewhat friendly, so it should be fun.
I'll look it up on
though, they might not like.
You should be fine as
Well,
long as
it's only half.
I need to get by you.
Half bad.
It's very nice to have rings.
Half good.
Yeah, you walk around the high city, and people are not gonna like you for the orc half, and then you go in the dwarven bar, and people are not gonna like you for the elf half.
I know.
Usually there are plenty of drinks
I
out
know.
there.
Just be on me.
Other people voted for the wolf.
I'm working on turning into a dog. It's hard.
trying to kill me, aren't you?
Well, a wolf. It's hard. Harder than you think.
You have a bathing suit, don't you?
Do I want to know the context?
I'm a druid.
You're trying to
That's
kill
why I
me.
can turn into a bird.
If you need some help
And a rat.
getting more outfits as long as I'm more than
I can turn into a bird, and I can turn into a rat. I'm working on the wolf.
Oh god, you are actually trying to murder me.
She's doing a wonderful job at it.
That's why I have my eating restrictions too. It's from the druidism.
That will not happen, really, is it?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
None of that.
Could be.
I mean, that is kind of what the
You're right, that actually makes sense.
Yeah.
Find around
The greenback.
Oh. You have to make a promise. You're not allowed.
Like I said, the birds figured out rat next. Well, I have the rat, and then dog, wolf.
1 second.
If you make my heart stop, I can't.
Who's Maddie?
Who's Maddie?
Wait, is that the? I think Mona talked about them.
Ghost child. Small ghost child.
I never met
I have
them.
to make sure it starts up
That's
again.
being mentored by Mona.
No doubt that
Oh.
you could do that.
Exactly why.
Oh,
Okie dokie.
that makes sense.
I got mad
Nothing
at
to worry
ghost
about. You
bunnies.
can promise.
Oh wait, I know about this. I was telling you about how to make ice cream cake.
She got yes. She's the one I have to make the ice cream cake for. Because
Flesh
she's
golem.
starting to go to Mona to haunt
Do you
me
have to always be
if I
standing there?
don't get her one.
That sounds
Well-
like Shab. That makes sense.
Yeah, that. I mean, if they can back it up, that's a. I mean, it's not a great ethical business practice, but it is a working business practice.
She very.
Oh, I see. Fine. Alright, I'm getting used to this.
I know. Gonna take you a bit. Yes, thank you.
Did you know that dance clubs are actually places where you can learn the history of the race because
Laura asked me about
spoken through
the ghost food. She says the thing she can use Maddie to eat the vegetables. I told her maybe.
You need her.
I don't know.
You need her essence.
I tried explaining it to Maddie.
Also,
I think she understood because, you know, she's a kid.
I don't know to describe it because it's like in.
also, do you have any positive? Did you make any positive food?
Shane, that's
Like the Kise?
recurring thing for him.
Kise is a pot of spirit.
I just grab things on you without thinking.
When I made food for her to taste, she was using that spell that she cast on Echo. So she got.
Yeah, I'm talking about with the
Apparently, I just
the alchemical concoction, the planar binding.
Hey, I think we know someone that would think that is
Saying a lot of words that are just going right over my head.
I'll be honest, I smoked most of the weekend, so I'm down on CBD muffins.
Okay, to explain,
I'll take the whole.
you have to bind it to their essence, but other ghosts can still enjoy it. They just have to be closer to their type of essence. So malevolent to a malevolent, a benevolent to a malevolent. It's just weaker, significantly.
I have some ghost essence from Yuki. I'm not actually sure what kind of spirit he is. But yeah, I don't think he knows.
And yes.
So.
What is his essence like?
Cold. Really, really cold. And then it flows solid when we jacket.
The whole roof is very enticing.
That's malevolent.
No, that would kill
You can just I think it's chocolate fudge.
But the chicken costume so fun.
It's quite comfortable.
Chocolate fudge.
I was thinking.
So, for instance,
ice cream initially, but that feels a little too on the nose. Because, you know, it's cold.
I'm sure it'll come to you.
And his essence is cold.
Oh, yes, of course.
So, for instance, if you get Kisei's, this most likely is positive oriented, so it would be not detrimental to you. It'd probably cause something to happen, but it wouldn't kill you or anything.
Yuki did tell me not to get any of it on my skin, on my fur, and also not to let Jerry hear it.
So we're talking about a planar binding of food, so spirits can enjoy it. But and whether or not you're a benevolent spirit or a malevolent, meaning are you attributing a positive association or a negative association?
I
mean, if you want me to gobble, I can gobble.
Positive association spirits tend to have essences that are benevolent in nature. So someone might get energy when they hold their essence, or they might feel happy or like joyful or excited or something happens.
Has given via the
yes,
to
of course.
also look into other magical languages.
Where a malevolent would be like you hold it and suddenly your hand's frozen solid and it's traveling up your arm and you die alone in your apartment.
Of course, the curses.
Yeah, brother, not get frostbite.
I
like having
languages are
fingers.
not magic, but the applications of putting
Most
mana
people do.
into
Yes.
They're important
So
for
instance,
doing finger
I
things.
know Bag would be able to grow the bag, but I'd rather.
For instance, the thing he smoked was Mona's essence, so that was negative.
Oh, yes, that I definitely knew. I saw it. That was quite something.
Hello.
Sue, darling, good to see you.
Very
Hello.
lovely what you have done.
Yes, let's go them dear.
It's a chocolate coated pudding slime.
Would that just be chocolate pudding? Oh no, it's chocolate. No, it's not. Oh, hello.
At least I think it is chocolate, yes.
Hello.
Wait, food clothing. Is that a thing?
Whoops, taste.
I think that's a question for
If
Echo.
you want to taste, you can have some. Here.
The only other thing is...
Echo, is food clothing a thing? What?
I mean,
is food clothing a thing?
You alright?
it might be more because, you know, Sue is...
Yes, there are things like edible clothing. Yeah.
There are things like edible clothing.
I will wear them. Yes, they're edible panties.
Specifically, generally, edible panties and bralettes.
I don't have any edible
I will say, I will say the novelty wears off after like the first couple of bites because it gets a little messy.
It depends on the kind. Or you can just do what some people do, which is generally just use food in it. I know a lot of people use whipped cream.
Duck sauce.
Sushi is also a big thing.
Also, sushi.
Some people get 2 eggs.
Oh, actually, I do remember some of it. This actually happened back at the brothel.
He's over there.
Try. That is a proper Japanese. Oh dear.
Yes, I know
The
what
body?
they're talking about.
So
It looks different. It's the,
Ages
the
ago.
flesh body that Alice thinks
Yes, yes, it is finally complete. Do you like it?
looks wonderful. I love the two-tone.
It's quite lovely.
It's gorgeous.
That's mostly a bit from a high elf, and then a topaz dragon, and a
existential
Japanese river
crisis
dragon.
the other day.
Oh.
When I told him I was made of meat.
He has found someone from my homeland.
No way.
Quite wonderful. So that was called a chimera.
No way.
Indeed.
Explain
It's very
biology.
exciting. And I convert everything to mana properly to be able to increase the energy. As long as it has enough mana, it can
It's a pretty common thing.
with that as well.
Yes. Obviously, I do not want to stay in it all the time. This is not my specialty. What is not me. I very much take pride in myself. So I
Well,
cannot do my
yeah,
job.
well, since I'm a bee and one of our main forms of communication is in the form of dance, actually there's a bit of a cultural thing where a lot of our stories and history and culture will be told to,
yes, I was...
will be told as stories through interpretive dance. Less
That makes
interpretive, more
sense.
like linguistic,
Yeah.
I guess.
I have an idea
Spoken
of what
word.
we're talking about. I
Don't worry about
Spoken word stories.
took some trips over my years of travel.
My name used to be a gremlin as resident. Oh no! I may be a menace to society.
Maybe. I don't know. Maybe.
Yes.
I haven't seen a Kenku in a long time.
Ember,
Yeah, neither.
I'm gonna have to be cook. I'm gonna have to.
do you think you can make chips?
Something of that variety. I know there's Mona and
Yes.
sushi, so
That's really easy.
Can you make
What
ones
type of chips?
that go with my dietary requirements?
I remember very much. She was so sad at first meeting.
Huh.
Bee.
I need to figure out a seasoning that has blood in it.
Convert
Can blood crystallize?
mana, because
Yeah.
you've pointed to it when...
If that's the case, I can make blood dusted potato chips.
I see.
How I can enter and exit.
Hello.
I see.
That makes sense.
Please.
Blah.
Especially spicy ones.
We'll look into it.
I've been spending some time in.
Oh, I can add spice to it.
I like those ones.
That makes sense. Yeah,
The spicy ones.
body.
that of you being legally.
I just got to dehydrate. You might have to buy a dehydrator for your apartment.
Literally inside it.
Appliance store. You need to get a couch too.
She entered through the soul gym.
Yeah. We do.
You need another place to rail.
No.
Simply my spirit.
The same place every time. And it's, you know.
Oh.
But he's holding on to my body
Get off me at once. A little piece there.
Okay.
No.
Wasn't expecting you.
And so far, it's just walls, bed, floor, carpet.
No, not at all.
More furniture we get, the more spots we can do it in.
I know. Counter. Just the counter.
You're forgetting about the
Don't know your schedule.
hooks.
It's about to say my name.
I know that. The hooks help. It's more about more surfaces. We should get a swing.
If you like.
Do you want a regular swing or a sex swing?
You know what kind of swing I mean.
Ha ha, we're in public, we're in public.
I didn't even hear that.
I thought I would ask because you want it outdoors in the garden.
Both?
My hearing is both a blessing and a curse.
Fine. Fair.
Then we can hang it on the same thing.
For any more of them, let me know.
Now get you again.
And if I find anything,
we can hang it on the
if I
same
find
thing.
anything unique that I think might look, you might be interested.
Or
in.
the hooks. The hooks could probably hold it up.
You might also need to start getting a stock of blood wine soon.
Bah.
When Ivanka shows up.
Yeah. Or no, she has to bring her own.
I'm leaving as hastily as possible.
I mean,
at the moment.
You didn't hear me say that.
And fly home safe.
Oh, I heard it perfectly. Yeah, very good news.
You have a safe home trip home too.
I mean, I'm pretty sure I'll be fine.
Hello. Something else that you specifically might enjoy. Maddie is under the impression that a certain person by the name of Eyes steals people's eyes and puts them in a jar.
She doesn't actually get full,
Because their name is Eyes. Maddie thinks that because they steal people's eyes.
Did you tell her my full name?
Why would they be talking about you?
I just explained. I just explained that it was an orc thing, and orc things are different. There are other people.
They are different.
Why would they be talking about you?
Because he applied that.
Your name.
Oh.
I mean, just because you're both orcs doesn't mean that.
Yeah, no, she thinks an individual puts eyes in a jar. And then Maddie, in all seriousness, looked at me and said, in all seriousness, she looked at me and said, don't let them steal your eyes. Your eyes are pretty.
Well, at least she said they're pretty.
When Via comes back, maybe she show
That's true.
everyone what she has.
Take a picture on his face out looking in my comment.
I have to watch out for him.
Purple eyes are valued.
I have to watch out for him. Don't want him taking my
My
eyes.
mom's got purple eyes.
I'm listening to the high conversation.
The rest of my siblings have green eyes.
I know some tiefling named Dave.
Why is it that I always hear your voice out of the crowd, kids? Out of everyone I can
It is
hear.
very difficult to miss my love.
Yeah, no, I thought you'd appreciate that little tidbit.
Quite.
Someone that I didn't know came over to you and dragged you
I didn't
away
even
from
find
it.
I do.
Okay, I'll keep the
Thank you.
Mine.
It was very relaxing, just going no fork and just. I didn't really know anyone there, and it's nice.
AKA a road.
It's refreshing going somewhere, not knowing anyone and just existing in a space. So many people in the garden district recognize me from work, but I don't have anonymity near work anymore.
Hello, my dear. How are you?
It's a form of...
Mind you, I'm not complaining about the money I'm getting. The money's really nice.
You've been upgraded. In some
Yeah.
This is my girlfriend.
That is just rude.
You getting tired?
Simply at all.
Yeah.
Compatibility, of course.
Met.
That's
But
the.
not talked to.
When do you want to go? We can.
No.
Actually, I forget what your name is.
Also,
I'm Maury.
You should know this by now.
He's comfy using you as a pillow and a chair.
something haunting you.
Mind you, this is kind of normal for the two of you.
Haunting.
Do you want to go try something sometime? Oh, yes,
Don't let me fall asleep.
It's haunting lawyers.
Breaking and entering. Or all of us
Come on, there's plenty of for me over there.
It's barged into our room.
Maybe, but I'm relatively busy. I can't even go to like more of the other things that I've signed up for.
I think you're going to get an out now.
No. Maybe.
How are you?
A little bit.
It's okay to call it.
But I'm comfortable.
I just happened to witness
Are you being a voyeur?
I can pick you up. You don't have to look.
But I'm comfortable here. Besides, I feel like every
Are you
time.
okay with falling asleep?
The problem is I can't fall asleep. You'd have an hour after I fall asleep, pretty much. As long as you're still near me.
Watching, she would know what it said.
Oh.
The question is.
Yeah, then we should go so you can rest.
Better than an apology for breaking into our room.
How do I forget? How long does it take for us to get back to the apartment from here?
Considering it's magical travel at a certain point, pretty quick, like an hour and a half, 2 hours.
I documented it. Give me a moment. I have to think.
Oh, yeah.
Also, you need to upgrade your shooting drone.
It's okay. After you rest, I can make sure you don't rest for a while.
Yes, please.
Why is he Uncle Grunkle?
Hmm.
Oh, I got.
Okay.
I did. Get the silk rope.
I'll explain. Come here, I'll explain.
Nice.
So we have those now.
He's been dethroned as the most human human.
You're gonna look cute in those.
He's now
I know.
I have no idea. I didn't.
I brought over my chest too.
He's John Human.
The one I told you about.
And he looked at me and goes, no, from now on
Has all the outfits in it.
call me Uncle Grunkle.
I got my outfit chest too.
Oh, nice. I know it's done.
It has all the harnesses, so you can have an easier time.
Okay, we're living.
Now?
I guess if you were educated enough to get that right, I guess I can say what Fenrir's.
Where are you two off to?
Do you not want to leave?
No, I'm okay with leaving.
That makes sense.
I'm just surprised.
Given what you saw and described.
Oh.
My apartment.
The flux is
Well,
taking yet
it
another.
said something along the lines of
good now?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm still trying to work out what times are.
Okay, it was a pleasure to see you again.
I need to talk to you about
Good to see you.
before you leave. Can walk and talk about
I think you'll make a good wife.
Oh.
Yes, if you want to go questioning.
Wow, they are right. Kibbs' voice does travel.
Mm-hmm.
It does. Someone came by the meeting and pulled me aside and then left. I seemed serpent-ish, but they specifically stopped me just to ask the importance of my tales and
what their purposes and means are. Like they're trying to get some sort of information on, like, maybe Kitsune. But I don't know. But it set off every red flag possible because once they got an answer, they just went, that's all I need to know, and walked away and left.
That's a little concerning, yeah.
A little bit. I've already let it go now.
I'll let, yeah. Thank you for telling me.
Of course, you two have a good night. Don't break a bed.
We won't. It's reinforced.
It's orc tested.
Now it's also vampire tested.
Vampire tested, orc approved.
Mm-hmm.
So do you want to sleep, then fuck, or do you want to fuck then?
How long do you want to fuck?
We have harnesses.
We could fuck then sleep then fuck.
Sleep. Ooh. Okay. Okay.
Wow.
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 We noticed. Have a good time. Go back in.
I am in a second.
Whenever you're ready.
As soon as I can get home.
I'm gonna turn off my stuff. Gone. No longer allowed.
What's wrong with your stuff?
I did it because I can't have it anymore.
Why can't you have it?
Cause I'm not a Finley anymore.
Oh, you're switching characters?
If you want to, if you're going to switch characters, I'll stay on and I'll switch a character. Otherwise, I'll get off and I can go build some more.
I was just gonna be Yuki.
Do I have any other characters I would visit here? Let me look through my repertoire. Calliope could come here, yeah.
Oh, she has come here before, but she hasn't since she reconnected with Cassius.
Yeah.
By knowledge.
She's really.
It was right, like.
They don't come here very
She's
often
really-
when Cassius isn't here. There's
Last time was
Calliope.
that first 2 times Nala.
Yeah. There's Calliope. There's
Quill.
Quill.
You had to pick a character that is appropriate to be here, because I was gonna be like, no Maddie or no.
Well, yeah, no. Has to apply to the rules.
Yeah.
The rules.
I also don't think Cord would come here.
No, Cord would not come here. Cord would not come here. Well, it's more accurate to say Cord would not come here without Clubness. Nom could come here. Nom could in theory come here. It would be funny if Delilah came here. Although the second I say that, Mr. Mind is going to go nuts. If he's here. Ox? No. Ox can't come here. Absolutely bonkers.
It would be funny to see Calliope come here just to ask, like, sex ed questions.
How do I have sex without turning into an owlbear?
Ah, you see, you're the shift. Here's the shifter survival guide.
The shifter survival guide. How do I
It's
not
under
turn into an elder?
How to fuck a werewolf.
He'll lose it on the VOD. Oh, he's not here. Oh. That would be a neat interaction to finally have, Dave. If I could go as Calliope and you can finally come here as Delilah, and then Delilah could be like, or Dahlia could be like, curse. I smell it. You've had that information for so long. See, the problem is I have to try and think of what each character would be coming here for. Like,
yep.
Nom could come here just because she's bored. That makes sense. She doesn't like to socialize that much, but she does like to watch people. She likes to people watch. And these are monster people, so they're cool. They're also horny people, so they're cool. Or at least sex positive. Calliope could come here for questions. But last time they came here for questions, they didn't give many answers. Get back in the field. The fuck? Delilah could come here for, like, accessibility questions. Because Delilah lives in Zephyr City, and Zephyr City is not built for centaurs.
What type of centaur is she?
Qatar.
I think Catars would have a easier time because of their climbing ability. They can actually go up ladders a lot easier because, you know, cloven hooves are.
Yeah, they can go up. They can go up ladders more, but they're the sizes, the sizing of places is not necessarily appropriate for a Qatar booty.
As an orc, I can empathize.
Yeah, Maddie can't come here. Maddie's not allowed. Maddie baby. Baby's not allowed here.
Maddie's child.
No babies.
I don't want to. I want to think about what freaking Maddie's gonna randomly hear.
God.
Good. If someone else played Maddie and they were just in earshot of fucking Eyes and Finley, that would be.
Jesus Christ. No. That's why the rule's there. That's why the rule is there. It's because of us. It's a hard decision. I think probably more likely Calliope or Nom, because I should put preference on them. But then I have to pick which one I want.
What about that dog?
Penny?
Is Penny inappropriate? Is she a child?
No, Penny's not a child. Penny's a full-grown dog. I don't know what Penny would be coming here for, though.
I just think about Penny and Jaden, and it makes me laugh.
I heard there were dogs here. I came here for the dog park.
Is this a dog park?
Is this a dog park? I heard there was a dog here. Hear about Wolfram and I'm just like...
Oh my god.
They do got curves.
Wait. Or you could
Go
just
for it.
build.
I want RP though. I like RPing. Ah!
I know.
Why did my computer make a sound? I don't like it when my computer makes a sound. I'm trying to decide another character to come in with. It's really hard.
What characters do you have that would know?
Okay. Well, so I got three options right now. Calliope. Calliope's easy. Makes they know. The only problem is like Calliope's very nervous. But there's like an easy enough reason to explain Calliope coming here again. And then we've got Penny. The reason for Penny coming here is pretty lackadaisical, but dog, funny, haha.
Dog.
And that could be Nom.
Jaden.
Nom coming here would like be to people watch. That was very pretty.
Technically speaking, both. Mom's very pretty.
That was very pretty.
To be fair, the first two.
That's the
What
real
mood
question.
are you in? Are you?
Huh?
Because your mood
Or
can
do you
help
want-
dictate the character.
Uh,
Yeah, do you want to
Are you
be?
wanting happy-go-lucky, or are you wanting,
I'm kind of in like.
What are you aiming for?
I think I'm a little more on the side of Nom or Calliope, but Nom and Calliope are kind of same like energy level, where Calliope's is a little more nervous and Nom's is a little more, huh.
Go for Nom. At least that's what I think.
See, I feel like if you want to be Yuki though, it would probably be better if I come in as Calliope, because I feel like if I go Nom, you're gonna want to be Cassius.
And me, you're not wrong.
But I find it funny that the non-Calliope option is the one where it would be more likely.
It's true though. I'm sorry. He has a taste.
You just want them to meet. Presumably someone can watch the slime baby. Nom has family members who can watch baby, so she's not stuck at home.
I have to get out of VR because I gotta set up a whole combat model for
Go get out of VR.
the beginning.
Where's?
Yeah, and I gotta do
Even
it for
is it?
tomorrow. Just melee.
Nerd.
I can put the brooch on Mori now.
You know, I've been needing to actually put the tattoo and brooch on
I'm
Mocha.
trying-
I've just not actually done it yet.
I also love
tattoo
that.
not necessary anymore.
Yeah, you don't need the
I love that
tattoo if you
Mocha
have the
just
other one.
immediate- I love that Mocha just knows. Doesn't say anything, just goes like to talk to you too.
Okay, it's pretty obvious if you know them.
Yeah, because
It is.
the only reason it felt like she looked at him and was like, "That's not eyes," at the beach. Was like, but it smells like eyes. Something, somewhat. Is it? And then it's just like, oh, by the way, call me this now. And I'm like, oh, got it.
Yeah.
Not gonna ask questions. I'm just gonna assume then. Just went from there.
See,
Mori doesn't know either.
this is why I like Mocha.
Plus, she easily pegged Finley only because that flat of an ass is only Finley has it.
What the fuck? Fine, I'll give Amorian an ass. You think I won't?
Yeah. Just start doing the squats then. Let's go.
No, it's just illusionary ass. My ass is an illusion. I mean, it would basically be Finley putting padding and then illusion on top. Oh fuck.
God, the size difference is insane.
Accurate.
Fucking
They talk about it.
Eat the banana.
That's Finley right there. More accurate, honestly, is the fruit bat eating the banana. That's Finley. I know what Finley's about.
He mentions it like once a session.
That's true.
Just randomly.
Do you remember what the texture memory is limit for MMR? I actually think Nom might be over.
Less than 80, I think.
I'm a little baby bit over 80 for Nom.
Oh.
It's 86.
That means you actually couldn't take her to Orlando Saga right now.
Well, no. I don't take her to Orlando
We
Saga.
might have to fix that at some point.
Yeah.
The texture memory thing is getting more and more standard.
To be fair,
like,
that's
you
the
might need to fix
optimized
that at some
version.
Oh.
She's
more easier with it.
I'll check the Avatar guide list.
Thank you.
Alright.
Bye-bye.
I'm gonna go finish this new Rosewood character.
Have the time.
Bye-bye. Oh, wow.
We'll
Put you in
try.
Discord.
Yeah, you're in the Discord.
No, it's not the baby putting it over. Let me. The one without the baby's worse.
Fucking MMR's Avatar texture memory is so much better, like so much larger than everywhere else. Jesus.
Yeah. Do I be
150
sexy?
megs or lower.
Do I be sexy? Or do I be nervous? I think I might be sexy. I'm sorry, Wolf.
Okay.
I'm sorry. You're gonna miss Nom. Next time.
Okay.
This one, I forgot this one doesn't have the belt. Thank you, Zenobia. I think she's the knock-on head, that's why. To be fair, Christy's also missing.